Welcome to No Shame Betrayed. I am your coach. Today we're going to talk about blame shifting by the betrayed person. We know about blame shifting by cheaters and those who support cheaters. That's about not accepting responsibility and blame shifting the victim. It's a bit of a negative, weird defense process that those people use. Kind of similar to rape victims where they blame the victim. It doesn't really make much sense. But today I'm going to talk about the betrayed person. That's a bit of a different thing. It's still about defense. Let me explain. When your partner is cheating on you, it's easy for us to blame the AP or the prostitute or anybody else that is not your partner. It must be their fault that your partner is cheating. They seduced your partner, who is, your husband, wife, girlfriend, I don't care. They must have done something to seduce them. Therefore, it's not their fault. That's a defense mechanism. It's a way of saying, well, if I can get through to my partner, I can save our relationship. We can fix this. And, because obviously they love us. They have our vows that they will always support and care for us in sickness and in health. So it doesn't make sense. It's cognitive dissonance. And I get it. But here's the thing. That's not true, at least most of the time. Our partners are the first layer of defense of the relationship. Whether they're being seduced by somebody else or not, it is their responsibility to reject or to not go after other people. If they are planning to cheat, well, obviously, the blame is going to be on the cheating partner. The other reason why we blame other people, especially the AP, is because we love our partner. We don't want to think of them as hurting us on purpose. We love these people. They have our children. We share our children together. We have a household. You say, I love you, hopefully every day, and they may say it back to you every day. And now, all of a sudden, you catch them cheating on you. So that can't be right. It must be the other person. But please do not fool yourself on this. This is a brain defensive mechanism. It's there to reduce the pain and reality of what's going on, which is the most trusted person in your life is hurting you. They are abusing you, and you need to accept that truth. Truth and facts are two different things. When they are cheating on you, they are disrespecting you. They are abusing you. That's not very loving at all. If someone can explain how that is, I'd like to hear it. Now, a little bit off track here is some people from the Ashley Madison cheating site says, well, sometimes cheating can save a marriage. Well, that's marketing bull. But even I've heard that before for years, if the husband just, dips his dick in somebody else every once in a while, then he's likely to stay in the marriage. I don't see how that works. I mean, if they have an open relationship in which both parties are involved, the husband, wife, and whoever the other people are, that's one thing. But again, cheating is cheating no matter the relationship or gender. Okay, so back to blame shifting. When you feel you have to defend the actions of your partner, you need to step back, take a break, and think about it. And it's going to be hard. You have to spend hours, maybe even days, just taking it in, looking at the text messages or photos or any proof you've seen of your partner cheating on you and see it for what it is. When your wife sends a naked picture to another person, they didn't make her do that. That was her choice. Same thing for guys who send a naked picture to women. No woman has ever made a guy do that. I mean, they can ask for it and, like anything else, we all have the ability to say no. There's also those situations in which your cheating partner will blame the other party for being seduced. That may be, but it still goes back that they should have just said no if they had respect you. So I'm still talking mostly about you, the betrayed person, how to see the world for what it is, to be honest with yourself, and to not blame everybody else but your cheater. Now, by all means, you can assign blame to the AP. Not so much with sex workers because to them, it's just a business transaction and it's none of their business. They don't care. But it is the affair partners who are very much emotionally and physically involved that are, they are involved. They do get half the blame. But you must assign it to them as the AP because it's still your partner who chose to start a relationship with another person and call it love. The other aspect of blame shifting by betrayed people is when they blame a group of people by gender or something else, anything else, rather than their cheating partner. This, again, is a defense mechanism. I see this slightly more with men, but I see both women and men do this. What they post or say is men are cheaters. And for guys, they'll say women are cheaters. So they're blaming the other gender, opposite sex, for the cheating. My husband only cheated because she did it. Same thing for guys. It's, all women cheat. No. Cheating is an individual choice. Nothing more and nothing less. Do not use this to make you feel better because that's what it is. It's about you not assigning blame to your cheater. It must be the other guy. It must be men. It must be drugs. It must be alcohol. It must be sex addiction. It must be the moon came out. Oh, another one I hear sometimes is past childhood abuse, whether it's physical, mental, or sexual. Well, guess what? That happens to a lot of people, and that doesn't mean that they cheat on somebody. So it still comes back to this individual choice. We're human. We have a brain. We can think for ourselves, and we are aware of our actions unless we have some kind of actual mental problem. But when somebody makes plans to cheat, they know where they're going, what they're doing. There are times when people cannot control themselves. Maybe they are drugged or they're having a mental breakdown and they cannot control themselves. They wouldn't do it otherwise. So you can do it on a case per case basis. I mean, if someone has a breakdown and it happens once, that's not quite cheating. I don't know what that is, but okay, yeah, they cheated, but they didn't have control of themselves. A person who really does have sex addiction will have a hard time saying no, and they hate themselves for it. But I see a lot of cheaters say they are a sex addict. Well, then don't marry someone to be in a monogamous relationship. So if you find yourself blaming men or women for the cheating that is not your spouse, please take a break, sit back, and just say, no, no. I mean, think about it. If you're a man blaming women for cheating, well, your mother, your sister, your daughters, are you expecting them to cheat? Your husband, he's cheating. He's a man. I mean, it takes two. You can't just say, well, it must be all the women that are cheating. No, because again, your husband is also cheating. So does that mean all men cheat? Look at the logic of this. I mean, if you're going to blame, well, my wife is cheating on me with a guy, so all women are cheaters. Well, then you're in trouble. I mean, if all women are cheaters, then well, all of us are cheaters. Everybody, 100% of the human population will cheat. But as we know, that doesn't happen because if you're hurting, obviously you're not a cheater. By blaming another gender, you feel better. This does not help you. It may make you feel better, but you're just redirecting your pain to a group of people that have nothing to do with the affair. They have nothing to do with your relationship or your life. We don't want to be angry or hate our partners. After all, you may still be in love with them. When you place that anger and hurt on other people, it doesn't help. It doesn't help you move on. Being angry does feel better because you're not as upset at your cheater. You still love them. You still care about them. And if it's somebody else that caused the problem, it's not as horrible. Maybe they can be redeemed. Maybe they can easier for you to forgive him. Maybe she will see the light and understand that you do love them. This also applies to husbands who are cheating on their wives with other men. It may not be an affair, but just having sex with other guys. So blaming gay men for your husband cheating, well, that's redirecting the hurt. The issue is your husband is either gay or bisexual and he's cheating behind your back. Anyways, that's all for today about this subject. I want you to remember, no matter what, you deserve happiness.